Most beginning portraits look flat, and it's usually because of one small mistake. So here's how I actually build a face from the beginning. Before I get to the portrait, I always start with a simple face map. It starts with an oval. The eyes are always in the middle of the oval. The nose goes between the chin and the eye line, and the mouth goes between the nose and the bottom of the chin. If you want a free printable face map that you can use for your own art, grab it in the link in the description. Once the structure is in place, I start lightly sketching the basic shapes of the features. At this stage, I'm not focused on perfect details yet. I'm just placing the eyes, nose, and mouth so everything lines up with the reference. Most portraits go wrong right here in the proportions, so taking a little extra time during this step makes the rest of the drawing much easier. Now I can start building the features. I usually begin with the eyes because that's the focal point of most portraits. Instead of outlining everything, I start by adding the darker values, the pupil, the iris, and the shadows around the eyelids. The eye is actually a sphere, so the shading wraps around that curved surface. From there, I move down to the nose. The nose is actually one of the easiest features to draw once you start thinking about the shadow shapes instead of the outlines. The bridge of the nose usually catches the light, while the sides fall into softer shadow, and those value shifts are what create the form. Think of your nose as a sculpture that you are sculpting through value and shadow. Dark recedes, and highlights will bring things forward. Next, I work on the lips. The top lip is usually slightly darker because it angles downward, while the bottom lip catches more light. Adding a soft shadow underneath the bottom lip helps anchor it to the face and gives it more depth. You can really bring the lips out, but think about the fact that lips are all different shapes, and your lips are definitely going to vary. Once the features are in place, I start building the larger shadows of the face. This is the moment portraits really start to come to life, when you stop thinking about drawing lines and start thinking about light and shadow instead. I slowly build up charcoal in layers and soften it with a blending stump to create smooth transitions between the values. Don't be afraid to add your eraser marks to add a little bit of highlights and to go back and fix things. Now I'm just adding some simple shapes and layers in there to kind of define the whole drawing. Getting back in there to give the eyes a little bit more contrast. Don't be afraid to make things really deep in value and really deep in contrast and to add a little bit of texture because this is a drawing. It's not a picture. You can do whatever you want and it's yours. I don't know about you, but I never feel like a drawing is finished. I always mess with it and I just keep going. If somebody doesn't stop me, I might just overdraw the whole thing. After I'm done kind of defining the jawline, I am going to add a little bit of hair. But I'm not focusing on the hair for this portrait, so I'm just keeping it really rough and I'm using a block of charcoal. At this point, the portrait is mostly there, so I start refining the details. I deepen a few of the darker areas, lift highlights with an eraser, and add a white pencil to bring back some of the brightest lights in the eyes and along the bridge of the nose. A portrait drawing can be intimidating at first, but when you break it down into structure, placement, and values, these small adjustments can make a big difference in how realistic the portrait feels. And that's the finished drawing. If you'd like to see more drawing tutorials like this, consider subscribing so you won't miss the next one. Thanks for drawing with me.